On the first night of snowfall, the quiet village slumbered. In her cottage, Agatha watched snowflakes drift, cradling her cat, Kitty.
I wish I was young again, Kitty. I wish I was young.
A shooting star tore through the sky, landing just 2 fields away.
Kitty, come back. It's too cold and wet out for you tonight.
Agatha's bones ached, but love for Kitty drew her into the snowy night.
Kitty, what have you found? It looks like a crystal ball.
Oh, my poor old back.
As Agatha found Kitty in the snowy field, she saw her beloved cat circling and purring around a glowing crystal ball, half buried in the snow. Agatha tried to bend down to pick up the crystal ball, but the pains of old age would not let her bend over. As Agatha, with great effort, lifted the crystal ball, snowflakes began to spiral and shimmer around her, and a warm, radiant light burst from the crystal. As Agatha grasped the crystal, her wish echoed in the night. Day broke, and Agatha feared sleep might return her to old age. Agatha entered the bustling village hall, her heart pounding as villagers chattered about the strange rumble from the night before.
We must find out what caused the disturbance.
It was a magic crystal ball from the sky. It made me young again.
This meeting is for grown-ups. Young lady, you'll have to leave.
Leave, young lady? Yes, I am a young lady.
Agatha skipped through the village, her new youth bubbling up in laughter as she dreamed of adventures far beyond the snowy rooftops.
I can live in Morocco, Singapore, or on a beach. Anywhere but here.
The magic held a secret. At the edge of the village, Agatha pressed her hands against an invisible barrier, smooth and cold as glass.
Oh no, Kitty, I am trapped in this village.
She realized the crystal ball's magic had encased her village in a snow globe resting in a little girl's sunlit bedroom. Crystal Village. It was the first night of snowfall in the quiet village, where the old cat lady Agatha lived. Agatha close to, or if not exceeding, 101. As the snow fell, Agatha watched her cat in her lap. The snowflakes danced down from the sky. I wish I was young again, Kitty, Agatha said to her cat in her lap. I wish I was young. As the words left her mouth, an almighty rumble could be heard. Agatha's little village cottage rattled. Agatha, startled slowly due to age, walked to her back door. As she peered out, a shooting star streaked across the sky and landed about 2 fields away. Oh, Kitty, a shooting star, and it was close about 2 fields away, she said to her cat. The cat, with an open back door and startled by the rumble of the shooting star, ran out into the snow-falling night. Kitty, come back. It's too cold and wet out for you tonight, Agatha said, with her old body walking into the garden after her kitty. She slowly walked, calling for Kitty, bones sore and aching. She walked for 2 fields after Kitty. She found Kitty in the second field. Kitty, what have you found? It looks like a crystal ball, she said. Kitty was purring and rubbing against the crystal ball in the snow. Agatha tried to bend down to pick the crystal ball out of the snow, but the pains of old age would not let her bend over. Oh, my poor old back, she groaned. I wish I was young, Agatha said, as she picked up the crystal ball which had fallen from the shooting star. As she picked the crystal ball up, magic happened, and Agatha wasn't an old lady anymore, but a very young girl. She giggled, laughed, and danced and pranced with her new youthful body. Kitty, I am young! I am young again! Agatha screamed with delight. She picked Kitty up in her small, youthful hands and crystal ball and ran home. She was so happy her feet didn't hurt anymore, her hair wasn't gray, and her bones not aching. At home, she looked at herself in the mirror, checking her youthful new body. Oh, Kitty, it's a miracle, a true miracle. I am young again. The night turned into day, and Agatha was too frightened to sleep, thinking she would wake up old again. The day came, and she left her cottage to walk into the village. The villagers were having a meeting in the community hall about the strange rumble from the sky the night before. The meeting counselors discussed what it could have been. That's when Agatha raised her hand and said, "It was a magic crystal ball from the sky. It made me young again." No one recognized Agatha, and the counselors said, "This meeting is for grown-ups. Young lady, you will have to leave." "Leave, young lady. Yes, I am a young lady." Agatha didn't mind leaving. She was young again. That was all that mattered. "I will leave, and I will leave this town, too," Agatha defiantly said, sticking out her tongue. Skipping home through the village, she thought of all the places she could go. "I can live in Morocco or Singapore or on a beach, anywhere but this town I have grown old in," Agatha said, giggling like a young girl. "What shall I take with me?" she said, looking at her old belongings. "Just you, Kitty. I will take just you," said picking up Kitty in her tiny young hands. She walked for 4 miles through the snow until she came to the edge of the next village. "Kitty, this is the start of a new beginning." She walked forward to cross the village boundary, but the magic shooting star wasn't a good shooting star after all. She stepped forward only to bang into a crystal glass wall. "What is this?" she said, feeling the glass wall separating the village's borders. "Oh no, Kitty, I am trapped in this village," Agatha said. Agatha had wished to be young. Through the crystal glass at the village boundaries, she could see a young girl's bedroom. She pressed her head against the crystal boundary. Agatha's crystal ball had indeed made her young, but it had also encased her in a snow globe in a little girl's bedroom. The price of eternal youth. Agatha rested her body on the snow-covered ground in her crystal snow globe village and peered out into a young girl's bedroom. Kitty purring in Agatha's small arms. Agatha wishing. "I wish," Agatha said as she began wishing. "I wish